So today's been a relatively decent enough day for crypto. I mean, Bitcoin's starting to go up a little bit, and with that, everything else starts to go up a little bit. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new here, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new, and let me know down in the comment section how often you have been checking your portfolio. Hopefully it's not too much. Like me personally, I've been going a couple days without looking because I just know everything's down. So, with that being said, today we are going to talk about the news that came about regarding India. And I know, I'm an American. I don't know much about politics or the government that goes on in India, nothing like that. But we're going to talk about the news that dropped regarding India and how they are implementing a 30% tax to cryptocurrencies. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's kind of a double-edged sword at the same time. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to talk about that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section regarding this topic and this article. How do you feel about this if they started doing this in whatever country that you're in? I know for me, 30% tax on crypto here in the US, oh, we would riot. That's a lot of money. Let's go ahead and switch over to the article. This article is coming to us from CNBC. We're going to read it and we're going to discuss. So, India's proposed 30% tax on digital assets income is overall a positive, crypto exchange head says. So again, this article is coming from CNBC.com. I will leave a link down below for you guys. There's so many articles regarding this. I picked this one just because it's the most recent one, but this has been going on for the past couple days. So key points right here. We're going to go over these. India's proposed tax rate on income from virtual assets is steep, but it signals that the government recognizes the country's cryptocurrency industry, the CEO of crypto exchange CoinSwitch told CNBC. In the February 1st annual budget, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, I hope I said that right, proposed a 30% tax on any income from the transfer of digital assets and said no deductions would be allowed. Losses incurred from such transactions could not be set off against any other income. India also planned to impose a 1% tax deducted at source, or TDS, on payments related to the transfer of digital assets. I'm going to go ahead and read through this article real quick. India's proposed tax rate on income from virtual assets is steep, but it signals that the government recognizes the country's cryptocurrency industry. The head of top cryptocurrency exchange told CNBC. In the February 1st annual budget, Finance Minister, we'll just leave it at that, noted in her speech the phenomenal increase in transactions in virtual digital assets. She proposed a 30% tax on any income from the transfer of digital assets and said no deductions would be allowed. Losses incurred from such transactions could not be set off against any other income. Furthermore, India planned to impose a 1% tax deducted at source, or TDS, on payments related to the transfer of digital assets. Ashish Singhal, founder of CEO of CoinSwitch, told CNBC on Thursday that 30% levy was a bit much. He said, however, it was still an overall positive move as it removes some of the ambiguity around the Indian government's stance on crypto seen in recent months. What this signals is that the government recognizes this industry, and hopefully the crypto bill would address the legality of this ecosystem as well. He explained that the Blockchain and Crypto Assets Council, the industry body in India, would aim to work with the authorities to make the tax for crypto earnings on par with other assets classes over time. Last November, the parliamentary bulletin indicated that the government planned to introduce a new bill aimed at regulating digital currencies. That bulletin said India sought to ban most private cryptocurrencies and establish a framework for a central bank-issued official digital currency. Since then, local media reports have said that that the Indian government may decide to regulate the crypto industry instead of imposing a blanket ban. The proposed bill has not yet been introduced. It was not listed among the proposed legislation that may come up before Parliament in the current session, according to media reports. All right, so that we're good here. We don't need to read the rest of it. Um, except this one, I'm sorry. In the budget speech, they proposed that the central bank would start issuing digital rupee using blockchains and other technology in the upcoming fiscal year that begins on April 1st. Why is this a big deal? Let's go ahead and switch this back. Why is this a big deal? This is a big deal for two reasons. One, India as a whole has been going back and forth regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. One minute they want to ban Bitcoin, the next minute they're okay with it, and they just keep going back and forth with it. And honestly, that kind of news, even though we're kind of used to it at this point, it still has a profound impact on the market as a whole, because whenever you see an article or some people start talking about Bitcoin in a negative way, like for example, India is banning Bitcoin, then we typically see the price of Bitcoin start dropping. It starts tanking. Why? Because news FUDs everything. So with that being said, this is a good thing because it's now at a point where India is like, okay, we are going to 100% accept Bitcoin as a currency or cryptocurrency as a currency, but we are going to tax it. And again, that's the same thing like here in the US, right? They're trying or starting to implement that we need to pay taxes on our cryptocurrencies. And they're doing it more and more often. I think this year is probably the biggest one when it comes to that. But the more countries, I want to say companies, the more countries that adopt cryptocurrency as a regular source of income or as currency, then the more value there is to that cryptocurrency. Not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum and other things like that. Now, here's the bad thing. Now that I mentioned Ethereum, here's the bad thing. Ethereum already has high fees as it is, but now you're adding a 30% tax on top of that. And you're adding a 1% tax on top of that for the for deduction at the source. So that's a lot of taxes on a cryptocurrency that already has high gas fees as it is. So Ethereum, in this regard, for a country such as India who is implementing all these taxes, well, Ethereum's probably not going to be a currency that the population of India is going to be looking forward to, like, or holding heavily, right? Because they're getting taxed on something that if they sell, they're already getting a heavy fee on. Now, I do understand Ethereum 2.0 is coming, but at this point, it's a meme. We don't know when it's coming. It's almost like winter is coming, right? So somebody freaking just take the winter is coming meme, but instead slap Ethereum, put 2.0 is coming on there, and just tag me on Twitter, okay? At Goshen's Games. I haven't made another Twitter for my my crypto stuff, and I probably don't intend to be honest with you. But yeah, go follow me on Twitter at Goshen's Games. Plus, if you like gaming stuff, there you go. But yeah, for things like Ethereum that has high fees already, this is not good news for Ethereum. But overall, for a crypto market, this is very good. And I think that probably has something to do with the rise in Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies as of today. Now, again, it's not much of a rise. Like, we went from, I think, 36K Bitcoin to 40K Bitcoin. Okay, that's nice. It's awesome. I'm getting new terms and agreements from Coinbase. Why am I getting new terms and agreements from Coinbase? I'm going to have to read this because I've never had that before. Anyways, overall, this is a good thing. It's a step in the right direction. But yeah, 30% is a little steep for any country. That's way too much. That's like what YouTube takes if people donate on YouTube. That's 30% is ridiculous. That's why, like, I always tell people, hey, donate through Streamlabs or you can donate through my wallet address down below. Like things like that, because like YouTube don't need 30% of my money because they're already taking enough. Anyways, getting sidetracked. That's a whole nother gripe. I've been doing YouTube for almost 6 years now. Like, That's a whole nother issue. But getting back on topic, this is a good thing overall. It is. It's a step in the right direction. Hopefully they amend this and reduce the tax amount. I mean, 15% I think is reasonable. 30% is outrageous. Hell, 20% is kind of outrageous, but I think 15% is reasonable. 10% would be best, but 15% is reasonable if they want to do it a little bit on the higher end. 30% is too much. That's too much for any country. That, like, if the U.S. was saying, "Oh, we're going to implement 30% tax on cryptocurrency," that is ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous because they don't even take that much when you pay your taxes when you get paid, right? They don't even take that much. So again, that's coming from the U.S. I don't know the laws and anything in India. Like, I'm not from the country. I don't live there. I've never lived there. I know people from there, but I don't know their laws and regulations and all that stuff over there. I just see this and I look at it as a good thing because now, again, step in the right direction. Moving forward, they can fix and amend whatever they need to amend. But now Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is being widely accepted as currency in the country of India. That is good news. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. A lot of you guys are not yet subscribed. Hopefully we can change that today. I'll see you guys in the next one, everybody. It's not a mining video, but still happy mining, happy investing, happy staking, happying. I don't know what that one means.